Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a clicker game. So today our main focus is going to be on our thing to click here, making that satisfying noise, dropping satisfying objects, and increasing our score. So we're going to start a new project. Today I'm gonna do apples for an example. So I'm gonna name this apple clicker. There we go. Then we're gonna name this first sprite apple, or whatever object you're using here. You can draw your costume, or if your costume is compatible with this, choose a costume, like apple here. Do it. Let's just delete these cat costumes and the meow sound. Con practice, really. So, in clicker games, I usually start with a green flag clicked forever and an if. If mouse down and touching mouse pointer, then let's grab a wait until not mouse down and not mouse down. Not mouse down and touching mouse pointer wouldn't work too well for this. So here we're gonna need a new variable. Let's delete this my variable. Oops, wrong thing. Let's name it score in all caps and for all sprites. We need to reset this when we start. So set score to 0 when we start, just under the one green flag clicked. Then grab a change score by 1 and put it above the wait until. So let's play that. This is plain and boring here. You can see. So we need some sound. And you're gonna want to choose a sound out of the library called finger snap. And we're gonna start sound when we're changing score by 1. So we need a way to communicate with us even more than this, because this is just a sound in the changing of a score. We can move our score to the center here. There we go. So I know what we have to do. So we first need to change the wait until to a repeat until. It's because we're gonna need to do a tick. So what we're gonna do here is make a new block. Let's name it tick. Run without screen refresh, of course. So we do tick. We do tick in the forever loop here, and then the repeat until. So define tick here. We're gonna have we're gonna need to set our size back to 100%. So, see, we're gonna change our size when mouse down or touching mouse pointer before the repeat until. Change it by something like 50. See there, it doesn't appear. Well, when it changes its size, the ticks, which sets its size back to 100%. Well, in tick, I have a solution that makes our game seem better. So grab a minus and a divide. Put the minus in that side. We're gonna have a minus size. Then our goal size is 100%. Then we need to change our set size to a change size. Then we need to change this divide to 5. You can see here that this is less offending, really. So in tick, we're gonna point in direction 90, not just 90. What I'm trying to do here is making it rock back and forth. So we'll need another little bit of math. Grab a times and another times and of those special operators. Choose sine or cos, sine usually, and put the multiplication in there and put the sign in the multiplication there. So we're gonna need our timer in the sensing category. So sine of timer times 100 times 10. You can see there, we're not just there yet. We need to have a plus 90. Or not plus, usually. So here we have it. Our clicker. You know what we're missing? We're missing the little things that pop out. So, when we click, we're going to need to create a clone of myself. So, when I start as a clone, we are gonna repeat until then we need a less than 235. So repeat until y position is less than 235, which means it's down at the edge. When we stop, we're going to delete this one. So what we want to do here, first of all, we want to turn 15 degrees to give that aspect. And we need two new variables, speed x and speed y. There we go. Both for the sprite only. When I start clone, we're going to need to set speed x and speed y to some random amounts here. So, I'm going to pick random for both of them. For speed x, we're going to do -5 to 5. And for speed y, we're going to do 5 to 15. So, in the forever, we're gonna need to change x by and change y by speed x and speed y. Also, we're gonna need to implement gravity, which means we're gonna change speed y by -1. So you see here that the apples don't appear. That is so let's see. So we're setting them to random the speed x and speed y to random amounts. Here. I accidentally clicked on one I starts clone. So what's the problem? Well, let's see. Do you see any apples? Do you see any apples now? Do you see any apples then? Aha. Looks like they're getting cloned under the apple and immediately getting despawned. I made a little oopsie here. This 235 is expected to be a negative 235. So when we test that, I now just realized that we need to reset the apple to the center. When I start the game, see that apples are coming out, but not in the way we expected. First of all, they're huge, so I need to reset them when we start here, when the clone's life starts. So I'm gonna do set size to 30%. Then to top it off even more, we're gonna set the ghost effect to something like 80%. See here. Got her apples flying out. A second problem. To fix this, we need a new costume. We're gonna name that costume Big. And like the name suggests, we're gonna make a big square. So, before we're removing, we want to switch costume to Big. Then we're gonna switch costume to Apple. The reason why this works is because when we switch to a bigger costume, Scratch says that our bigger costume can go further. And now we have another thing to reset here, which we need to switch to the apple costume when we start. Now you can see that the clones aren't going off the edge. Well, we can change this value to something less, like negative 230. Make there. And I just realized that negative 235 is on the left here, or very far down there. So we need to switch it to negative 170, or negative 175. Or even negative 180, because we did the big costume. Now you can see that apples are flying out of this thing. That covers a simple clicker. Now you may see in my original banana clicker that there is a rainbow going across the backdrop. While that's hard to create, we can create something similar today. In the original banana clicker I had, one time when I was creating banana clicker, I had a backdrop like this. So you just get the rectangle tool, go to this thing, then get two colors. Then when you begin the game, we're gonna put a forever loop, and we're gonna change the color effect by a low value, like 0.5, or 1 in the old banana clicker's case. So that describes the basics of a clicker game. I'm gonna link in the description an episode of Growth Patches that promotes the score of, which promotes a special score that you can see here. Link in the